Hello, President Perez. First of all, thank you so much for making time to meet us. So very soon, Yala will reach 1 million likes on the page, and so we really wanted to celebrate, and we wanted to celebrate with you. So we are very honored to meet you today.
So am I. I'm also very honored to see you. I think Yala is a great movement, an important one.
Thank you so much.
Because finally, peace will be built by peoples more than by governments.
This is great to hear. So we will ask you a very few questions. So
Please do.
Please.
So my name is Hamza Awaude. I live in Dura, closer to Hebron.
I know where Dura is. I've been there several times.
And my question is, if you were in my age today, what would you do to make a change, to have a positive impact in your society, in the region, and what would you do to make peace happen?
What I did, let other people tell. I can say simply, all my life, I worked for peace in the region, particularly for peace between the Palestinians and the Israelis. I think it is a key to the peace in the whole region. And I believe that everything which is concerned with hostility, with hatred, with terror and war stems from the past. On the other hand, everything which is promising peaceful happiness belongs to the future. You are the future. And you should build peace, and peace will build your future as well. In my eyes, you are a builder of the future, and the future will answer positively to your request.
Thank you.
My name is Ofri. I'm from Israel. And one of the things that stops people from working towards peace and for peace and from reaching out to each other is fear. Fear of the other, fear of our communities and what they would say. And it's a common feeling in the region. In your life, have you experienced this kind of fear, and how did you overcome it, or how would you suggest to overcome it?
The world is full of fear, but a leader shouldn't be a coward. If he's submitting to fear, he's not a leader. He brings in desperation and catastrophes. So the first call is to be a believer and not to be afraid. And I learned that if you work for a better future, we will not have it in one moment or in 1 year. But people say it's very hard to make peace between the Palestinians or between the Arabs and Israel or the Jews. Maybe, but the fact is that 2 agreements of peace were achieved. One with the largest Arab country, Egypt, and the other with a very near neighbor, Jordan, and then we started also peace with the Palestinian people. And I was one of the people who tried really to bring it to life, and I'm still trying to do whatever I can to make it a reality. It is because of it that I look at you, for you, to play an important role in completing these efforts for the sake of your generation, for the name of your parents, for the hope of the children that will be born in the future.
Thank you. My name is Sarah, and I have another question. So the Middle East and Northern Africa region is very young and very dynamic. And would you see the MENA region building a new cooperation model so we could play a role in the international scene, in front of the EU, in front of the US? What kind of model?
Whether the Middle East is young or old is debatable. I think it's a very old region, but it came to a new age. The new age is not the age of agriculture. We don't depend upon the land. We don't have to defend borders. Armies cannot conquer it or rule it, and governments cannot give orders. This age is the age of science. Science does not have borders. Science cannot be conquered by armies. Science cannot be stopped by governments. And science is available to everybody. The greatest change in our time and the greatest challenge for you is that today democracy is not just the right of every person to be equal, but the equal right of every person to be different. Today, equality and difference go together. No matter what is your religion, no matter what is your nation, no matter what you are doing, we live in an open world that runs ahead with full speed on the wings of knowledge and science. Now let me say something else. In the Middle East there are 400 million people. 60% of them are below the age of 25. I think this is the audience of hope. It depends upon you to lead the peace. You are no longer divided, and we are no longer divided in the same way that our parents or elders were divided. The new world of science and knowledge calls you to forget the partitions, to forget the prejudices, to embark with courage and hope and knowledge, and bring your age, the young one, to a new show of hope and peace.
Thank you very much. We received also questions for our members from Morocco and Tunisia. So exactly what you were saying, Rahma is one of our members from Tunisia, and she would like to know that today, nowadays, a movement like Yalla can reach 1 million likes on the internet. So how important do you think technology is when promoting peace?
Technology is a vehicle. Today we are not walking. Today we are traveling or flying. And technology is simply either a car or a plane or a horse that you can advance on the ground or in the air, wherever you can. And I want to say that among the young people, say the Arab young people, below the age of 25, there are already 144 million who have smartphones. It's the first step into technology. And I think it's more important to introduce technology than get financial support. Israel feels that we belong to the same age, to the same desire for peace, and we shall be more than happy to share with you and other people whatever we did or achieved in the domain of technology and science.
Thank you. You want to ask
Sure.
Marwa?
Yeah. So our last question is from Marwa from Morocco, and her question is, every country in the region is facing racism, especially now.
Is what facing?
Racism.
Yes.
How is it possible to tackle this problem, this issue?
Racism is a sin. It's unaccepted. None of us have the right to discriminate anybody. According to the Muslim religion, according to the Jewish religion, every person was born in the image of the Lord. Every person was born free and equal. There was no reason to kill each other. And I do believe that the members of Yalla has the double meaning, young leaders, and Yalla, do it fast. Do it fast, take leadership, and fight any sort of discrimination, any sort of hatred. Work together, go together. Keep your flags, keep your religion, but work for peace. It's a call from the Lord, not just a reason from the human being.
Thank you. Thank you. So on that note, do you want to ask?
Yes, the last question is, what is your message for our members who might be the future leaders of this region?
You're today leaders. You never postponed it. Better lead today and learn tomorrow than learn and don't lead. You have to practice what you feel, what you know, and to learn more, but to act with great speed, with great devotion. And I'm very proud about you that you are close to be 1 million, be more. And I understand it's not just that you get in touch one with another, but you develop also a sort of a friendship, which will really guarantee a better future for this region that has a very long history and experienced so much bloodshed and catastrophes. Build a new Middle East in a new age of humankind.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Really appreciate, and it's very inspiring. Thank you.
Thank you.